Okay, my good people. So I'm going to do what I told you guys that I'm going to do. And this may be the last video I do today. I'm not sure. It depends on how long it takes me to get through this. And what I'm going to do, let's just do a casino battle royal for starters. I want to read to you guys. I think I need to turn the sound down so you guys can hear me better. And I'm doing this because the purpose of this video is to get some things out in the open. Or maybe, yeah, okay, we'll do the casino battle royal. Okay, that's what we'll do.
The following contest is a casino battle royale. Which of these teams is going to clinch the victory? Making his way to the ring.
Okay, I'm going to turn the sound down some because I'm not sitting directly in front of the camera. Okay, like I'm a little distance, so I want you guys to be able to hear me. So, what I have, as you guys can see on the thumbnail, what I have is I have some game modes, I have some match types, and I have some mini games. Okay, now let's do this over, and we're gonna go through them. These are things that I would like to see in Fight Forever. These are things that are far more feasible than a whole lot of things that a lot of people are asking for. Once again, which is 2K based. Okay? But these are things that I'd like to see. So for starters, I'm not going to detail it because we already know the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. We already know what it is. And like I said, Owen Hart himself even being in the game, they can really make this mode and make it special. Okay? We already know what it is. The Continental Classic is another game mode that I would like to see. We already know what that is. Okay. Now, pay-per-view, dark match, premium show match card. Of course, what that means is the match cards you make can be at an actual pay-per-view. It can be any one of their pay-per-views. It could be a dark match card where, just say, like for example, what I was talking about with a match card before is what Retromania has coming, and they call it house show mode. Okay, so it could be the dark match and pretty much dark and dark elevation. That's pretty much what they were. That's what you really what you call a house show. That's what those match. That's what those were. Okay, and of course your premium shows is your Dynamite, your Rampage, and your Collisions. So basically, that is a match card. So that's something I've been talking about for the longest. That they can put that together, and just like for example, how I said where make it where the computer gets to choose. Even if you can put the match card together, but I'm looking at it like it's. I guess it just, to me, I think it feels more of a challenge if the computer put the matches together, and pretty much the computer randomly select the different match types or whatever, and pretty much you choose who you want to be. You can participate. Now, if you look at tournament mode, in tournament mode, one of the differences is you can choose which match type, which is fine. That's great. But, you know, that's different from what I'm saying in terms of the match card and like my vision of it. Okay, so they can do it that way. And basically, house shows, okay, if you think about it, match, like, you know, putting the match card together, depending on what you're doing, what's at stake in it, right? And this is where I feel like it makes the game more interesting when you can defend titles in these different modes. And like I said, they had a season mode, which is another mode that I spoke about. You know, that's the difference in who holds champions in that particular mode. But outside of season mode, you know, your titles can be won and lost in other match types. You know, what if you could win or lose your title in a casino battle royale? You know, they could add a tweak to that. You know, basically, if you win a casino battle royale in season mode, you understand what I mean? Well, the winner's going to get a title shot. You can choose which title you want to go after. That'll be great. That would be great. These are twists and things that things that they can give us, and they can give us because this is stuff that happens on your actual show, and you give us stuff that's not on the show. Surprises, right? That they've given us. They've given us surprises. They've given us some great things. Despite for the people who don't like it, it's more focused on the people that does like it with that. Okay, so yeah, match card. That would be great. That the show's already put together and you choose. So if they want to make it an option that the computer can choose the match type and the wrestlers, or you can choose the match types and the wrestlers, okay, either way. But that would be great. And I would more than likely let the computer choose because we get to choose everything else pretty much. So if I feel different, like okay, I want to put the card together, fine. And especially as a content creator, because now you can make shows follow up to other shows. And the more content you have, the more freedom you have to do that, and the more interesting it's going to be. So, basically, that's the match card. Now, season mode, that's another mode. I already explained season mode. Season mode is everything. It's your whole calendar year, and it's not storyline based so much. It's just basically the events that's happening back to back to back. Now, they want to add some cutscenes and stuff into it and all that, fine. But basically, season mode to me is like a must in any wrestling game, but you know, hey. Now, roll the dice gauntlet mode. Roll the dice, I explained in the previous video. I want to make this clear. Roll the dice, okay, is a mode, like, once again, if you remember back in the day, and I think it might have been at Halloween Havoc, it was a WCW event. I remember Sting, the first one I remember was Sting versus Jake the Snake Roberts. Did they have a coal miner's glove match or something like that? Well, whatever it was, they had some type of match, but it was a spin the wheel, and whatever the arrow landed on, that's the match that they had, okay? So I say roll the dice because AEW is like, they have like a casino-based themes, right? So, casino battle royale. So my thing is this, instead of cards, roll the dice. Now, you know you have from 1 to 6 on the dice. Now, if they did it right now, it would be 1 dice because they don't have, 12 match types to really, choose from. So imagine if they did this now, and if they had, for one, way more than 12 match types to where they could say, okay, cool. The different match types that's involved, the computer is going to choose regardless. So if we had 20 match types, right? However many matches is on that card, which looking at the 4 to 8 the tournament, that's probably what they would do in that mode. You probably get 8 matches the most. I'm fine with that. That's great. 8 matches is like a pay-per-view card anyway. Really, TV matches is more like, 8 matches on the actual pay-per-view, then your prelims is like 3 matches or something, 3 or 4 matches maybe. So, looking at it, 8 matches is pretty much what you get with that. And with your premium shows, is 5 matches pretty much. Now, if you look at what they could do with that, every time you roll the dice, like number 1 is not always going to be a cage match. You understand what I mean? You play the game again, number 1 could be a completely different match. And it changes so you're not doing a repetitive thing. Because now, if I get a number 1, oh, okay, I know it's automatically a cage match. If it's a 3, oh, I know it's automatically a submission match. No, you don't want it to be repetitive. You want those numbers to change. It's not always going to be the same thing. Now, my twist on it would be, you don't know what you're choosing. And just like in tournament mode, when you're putting the matches together, well, roll the dice would be, when you roll, what number you get, you don't know what type of match you're going to get. And then once the card starts, and they're, you see how they put the wrestlers up next to each other, and you hear the voice announce, tonight's match is going to be, a lights out match or whatever. So you know now, oh, okay, before the wrestlers come out. But ahead of time, you don't know what the 8 matches are going to be. And then pretty much, it's like you might have a whole card. That's the whole purpose of it. Now, it's possible you can get the same type of match more than once. It's possible every single match will be something different. So, at the end of the day, the only thing would be different is when you roll the dice for a single player, for a one-on-one, or roll the dice for a tag match. You know, you should be able to roll the dice where basically, yeah, single or tag. And then anything else could be, you might be a part of a 4-way. You might be part of a handicap, a 3-way. You might be part of, you understand what I'm saying? You might be part of a battle royal. You understand what I mean? And so, whatever it may be, the bottom line is, it keeps it fun. It's not repetitive at all, and you don't know what type of match you're going to be in. But it'll be themed matches, and that's the point of calling it roll the dice. Okay? Because that's what you're doing, and it's not going to be just any ordinary card. That's the purpose, and that's what we set it aside from the other moves. Whereas, you know, you're not just fighting wrestling and just straight up, you know, standard matches. Okay, that's the purpose of it. Now, as a mini game, right? The first wrestler to hit their finisher on all the other opponents. And on here, the maximum has been 4 opponents, right? And 4 players. So the first one to hit their finisher on everybody. Now, whether they want to do 1 round or 3 rounds, because that's what I see with most of there's either 1 round or either 3 with their mini games. So that would be a cool mini game, okay? So pretty much what they would probably do, they'll make it where you're close to getting your finisher with so many moves that you have left to do, and the first to hit their finisher on all 3, the other 3 opponents, they win. Okay. Now, as an arena map, whatever type of building they would choose, an arena rooftop. I remember I saw a movie one day, I think it was a Japanese movie. They were playing like rugby or something on top of the roof of the building. And they actually had bleachers and had an audience up there watching this rugby match. Okay, on top of a building. And it was like the visuals up there and how the camera was hitting like the sky and stuff, and like just it was like wow. It was just like a brilliant looking like scene. And I'm thinking like the same way how they do the beach map, where they're pretty much, you see like the birds and stuff in the background. Well, like just imagine, you can see like a plane coming past. You can hear the plane noise, or you see like a helicopter or something, and you can like hear the helicopter noise and stuff like that. You know, or even the same thing, occasional birds coming past, like stuff like that. Like, you know, give us something that nobody else has, just like they did with the Japanese shrine, like they did with the haunted forest. You know, like they did with the beach. Beautiful, you know, even and daytime. Like, love those those maps that they did. And that pretty much, you know, these are things that I'm looking at that when you put this game on, it already has its own feel. So now, as they stack it up and add more to it, it's like wow, it already has its own feel. It already has its own, you know, authenticity. So now it's like, wow, we have several venues, mini games, and everything that it's just, they're doing it a completely different way than everybody else. So yeah, it's more respected now when you look and go, okay, man, they actually gave us all these different match types now. They gave us these different modes. And once again, you're not going to satisfy everybody. I don't care if they gave us literally 1,000. There's still going to be, but they should have gave us 1,001. All right, there's always going to be that. So forget those people. Okay. Another arena map would be the Thai jungle, right? I love when I watch those movies, man, and you see they have these different scenes where like they got the elephants outside and stuff. They have like a lake around, like something like, you know, and they're doing whatever. They have like some type of pit fighting going on or something. They got the audience out with the tiki lamps and stuff and all that, you know, and like, but it's a different feel. And imagine doing that, you can hear like the sound of the elephant or something like that. Now, they have live animals as props on this game, even before Stadium Stampede, right? So, things like that. Who has that? What game has that? You know, the one of the boards that they have like when they did the Japanese shrine. I like how when you look and you can see the writing on the like the sides and stuff around. On like those little top like storefront, they look like whatever those little you know what I mean. You see like the writing, and then at night how you see like the Japanese writing with the symbols. You see the stars in the cloud up in the sky at night, like beautiful. And I'm like, yeah, so they can do these type of things. And once again, it's like something that only their game has. You know, people can try to mod it and copy it, but it's not original. Now, another arena map would be the cruise ship. And they actually had an episode of Dynamite where they were on a cruise ship. And remember, I think MJF got thrown into it. To the pool that they had on the ship. I mean, that would be beautiful, and that would be actually something that they have actually done. So, once again, it'll be giving us something that they've done. But they only have the authentic one if they do it that way. Anybody else can, like I said, people can go create mods. Mods are half-assed. Mods don't even have actual moving water. It's just blue, just the color blue, and they suck. Let's just be real. These mods suck. You know, I don't care if it's lava, if it's water, whatever it is. You don't drown. You don't get wet. You don't get burned. Anything. Okay, nothing moves. You know, it's just there. So that would be a very nice arena map. Okay. Now another arena map would be. I was watching this wrestling show, right? Sometimes you see them out in like the middle of like a park or something, like at some school or something, or they'll be like in the street, like an area. How like when they have like what you call like these like amusement park type fairs in the streets and stuff, with the big Ferris wheel and all that and stuff, and the people are around. And I've seen some things, and I'm like, you know what? I remember I was watching this movie too, and like they were in Mexico, and they had something like that going on with some wrestling, like just just where they were, it looked unique. So it was like the Mexican streets, and they had like the bulls. You know, you see the bulls running up the side, and people they jump up and not get hit by the bull and stuff like that. Like, I mean, just like the area, the way it looked, and the way the people were around. I think that would be obviously done. Yeah, they can do that and make a real nice arena map that people would really love that. Now, the next arena map would be African Jungle. And once again, just seeing the way they have these. I was watching The Woman King, and I'm looking at the fights that were going on. And you know, at night people got the torches and stuff like that. Now the different type of animals, the chimpanzees and all, like whatever, like just different animals that they have in Africa. And I was also, there's a game, Deadliest Warrior, and I'm using Shaka Zulu, and I'm picturing like just watching it, like wow. Because he's yelling to his tribe to come down and destroy the enemy, right? But of course, they never show them. So it's kind of funny because like he's talking to them, but they never show them in the game. So it's, you know, just in the way he yells it out. And I'm just sitting there looking, and I just picture the wrestling ring being there. And I just picture like the people being around, and one of his taunts, he's going Zulu, Zulu, right? So I'm like just picturing. Imagine the people sitting around, got the face paint and everything on out there, but they're sitting around and, you know, pretty much, you know, you got the nighttime view or daytime, whatever, same thing. But in the way I'm picturing it, it still would look very different from the Thailand jungle, the way I'm picturing it. Now, these are just ideas, man, that, like I said, you never know who's watching your videos. You never know what they're paying attention to. They're more likely to pay attention to someone that's being positive about the situation than they are about someone who pretty much, once they see that you're just talking negative, they're not going to watch you. They're really not going to pay attention to you. You know, pretty much, why would you? There's nothing. People go from asking for things to saying that the game is dead to making 25 videos saying how the game is dead. They went from saying there will be no season 2. Okay, there's a season 2. Oh, well, there won't be a season 3. Okay, there's a season 3. Well, there won't be a season 4. All of a sudden, there's a season 4. Okay, So we're waiting to see what they're gonna do next on AEW, and no matter what they decide to do, like right now, if AEW right now said, okay, season 5 confirmed, this is what's happening, right? Or they just said season 5 confirmed. Just from those few words, these same people that keep saying that didn't tell you the game is dead since season 1, they're going to be the same exact people that's going to continue to talk about what the game needs to survive and what we need to see. The same recycled videos over and over and over and over. It's funny how it came down to the last 3 being females at this point. Okay, here comes someone. It's Abaddon. Women are kicking ass. Okay, so they're more likely to pay attention to people that that have good ideas and want to see, like I said, want to see this game succeed even more and to grow and become even more fun. Okay, and we already love the game. It's and bottom line is because I don't want them to think like there's no need. Well, it's not about what I want so much, okay? Because I know what I want to see in the game, but what I'm saying is I don't want the situation where, like, when you have people that don't speak up in a positive way, but everybody that voice their opinion is the negative ones. A lot of times, and I'm not concerned about them going, oh well, we're gonna give up. If that happened, then that's just what they do. But going by their own word, by Tony Khan's words, no, they're far from done with this game. So therefore, what I would like to see is not only just the fact of having different modes and different match types and different mini games, different venue maps, but where something creative that they can see. They might come up with a better idea than what I'm saying. Okay? And my ideas that I got, I feel like are pretty solid. Okay? But bottom line, you don't know, like I said, who's seeing your videos and what they might go, you know what, hell, I like all those ideas. And they may use them, they may put it in their own twist. That's fine. They may get a whole different idea off of what I'm saying, like I said, and make it better. Hell, I mean, even like India, same thing. If you look at it like scenery in India with the animals and everything, like when they have different things with the people, I just like those type of different, I just like that type of stuff. I like different cultures and different backgrounds when you look at things where you can say, okay, cool, this is different. Nobody else is doing this. I mean, hell, even like when you look at like the UFC. Now, people talk about realism, right, and simulation and all that stuff. It doesn't make a difference if a game is an arcade style or a simulator. If the game is fun, it's fun. Just because a game is a simulator don't mean it's more fun than an arcade game. Vice versa. It depends on how the game is made. But even if you look at the UFC, they're in like this Kumite style thing with they're like an underground dungeon and stuff like that. You look back like back in the day, some like ancient warrior type stuff. Who the hell has venues like that now? You understand what I mean? It's about fun. They have a freaking outside where they like have the cage and it's like fighting out in the backyard. If you guys have never played it, you've seen my video, you know that. Yeah, so it's thinking outside of the box, man. I mean, we can have 50 venues that look good inside some type of stadium or whatever, but damn, it's like at some point it's like it's no real big thrill. You understand what I'm saying? So give us something that we don't see all the time. Give us something that we've never seen. And they've done that. And so yeah, I'm just giving more insight and more ideas where hopefully that this already amazing game can hey, see that they might see this and go, yeah, you know what? I like that. And they can sit here and look at everything that I have here. And we just like, look, man, we just want to see the game, just get bigger and even more fun. And bottom line, that's where I'm coming from with my words. Okay. Now, the last match type that I have on here, right now, I just wrote 3 stages of terror. They can call it whatever they want, right? And pretty much what that would be, okay, is it's an actual match type. The match type would be like, and this is where it would be different, and there's nothing else in this game where this happens. 3 stages of terror would basically be a combination of 3 different matches where it's a match between whether it's a whether it's a tag match or whether it's a singles match or you know, whether it's a singles match. Now, more than likely with this type of match type, it would more than likely, I mean, you could do multiple, you could do a 3-way, 4-way, you could do it, not that you can't. And actually it would be cool if you did. It would just be, in terms of the match type itself, that would mean it's the same 3 people, the same 4 people if it's a 3-way, or the same 4 people if it's a 4-way. If it's a 1-on-1 or if it's a tag match, it would be that it's the same people. Okay? So what that is, let's just say, for example, you're going to fight, your first match is going to be, let's say, a ladder match. Right? Let's say the second match will be Falls Count Anywhere. And let's say the third match is an exploding barbed wire. Now, let's just say going forward, we get a cage, we get, the other match types, but bottom line is 3 Stages of Terror would have to be something where it's brutal. So you take the 3 most brutal matches on, out the list of the matches that they have, right? And it doesn't have to be 3 Stages of Terror. I just said that and put it down to, or whatever it may be. Where pretty much, so let's just say, for example, if I'm using Bret Hart and Scott Steiner, right? And let's say, okay, their first match that I'm going to have is going to be in a ladder match. Now, you look at it, and people will say, well, that's no different from 2 out of 3 falls. Yeah, well, 2 out of 3 falls isn't about different match types all at the same time. It's just that one match that you're in. Okay, so let's just say now you go to the next stage. Now, and the next stage is going to be, we just had a ladder match. Now we're having a Falls Count Anywhere. Right? Of course, it's the best out of the 3, right? Now, the thing about it is, okay, it's not like once it's over, it's over. It's like basically they could have this where if for it to go to the 3rd stage, if it doesn't go to the 3rd stage because the same person won twice already, that would be 2 out of 3 falls. Okay, no, it's called 3 stages of terror. Because to me, what I'm thinking is, right, once you finish, let's just say if I go to now, I'm gonna go to the alternative, okay, all with the 3 stages of terror. I'm gonna tell you so I can explain it better. Let's say, for example, so I got Scott Steiner, so I'm fighting Bret Hart. Our first match is a ladder match. Okay, let's say I beat Bret Hart, right? So now, going from that match, let's say the next match pops up is Falls Count Anywhere, right? So now, we're going into the Falls Count Anywhere with our health being what it is. You see what I'm saying? So we're not starting the next stage with fresh health. You understand what I mean? So let's say Bret Hart beats me. So now the 3rd match is going to be exploding barbed wire. Right? Let's say I beat Bret Hart. Right? Let's say I beat Bret Hart. Now, we just did the 3 stages of hell. So it would be kind of meaningless because it's like, okay, well, if I beat him 2 times straight, and then we go into the 3rd, and then we already know I'm going to win because I got more, So let's just say, right, it comes to, now we went through the 3 stages of hell. Now let's say it's 2-1, right? We have a winner takes all. The next match could be a cage match. You understand what I'm saying? And the fact that your health, like, let's say if I win, you know how sometimes, for example, and this is where I got this idea from, well, part of it, you know how sometimes, like, you see, like, on Fight Forever, like, you can be dominated, and all of a sudden that person gets you in a roll-up, and all of a sudden your health goes down in the danger zone. Now, sometimes you'll kick out, sometimes you won't. So this is what I'm saying. Your health is not being replenished. You're going, whatever your health is. Now, you can do taunts. You can rebuild your through the taunts, how we do and stuff like that and everything. But bottom line is, that's the twist of it. Because let's just say, for example, I won all three. Now, winner takes all could change everything. So even though I won all three, Bret Hart can beat me in that very last match, and still he's the winner because he won that very final match. But people would say, yeah, but that's kind of stupid because you being cheated. No, it's not. It's not. It's a gamble because you won all three. Just like I said, you can dominate a match, and all of a sudden they get you that little cheesy ass roll up, and all of a sudden your health goes down. So yeah, and bottom line is, it's no guarantee you're going to win. Even if you win the majority of the time, right? There's no guarantee that you're going to win, right? So, yeah, and I feel like, now it's called 3 Stages of Hell, you know, but, G Stages of Terror, I'm just saying it like that. They can call it whatever, but bottom line, that final deciding match too, and what I'm saying is, you might go in there, and let's say you got that cheesy roll up, right? Now, guess what? Now your health is in that danger zone. So now coming back into that fourth one, right? Now, let's just say they give you just a little bit of a boost, right? Let's just say they give you like a little bit of a boost. Cool. That's cool. But at the end of the day, I think like that would make the game that more challenging because once again, even if you got to roll out of the ring in that scenario, let me get some space, and all you need is a good 30 seconds or something, whatever, try to get your health to get back up. I think that's a great idea, man. And it's challenging because once again, just imagine how you feel. You didn't beat me 3 straight times, but now here you come to the final deciding match, and I beat you. You understand what I mean? So you could call it 4 stages of terror, because the fourth stage is the deciding factor. So you can call it 4 stages. It doesn't matter, but that's a different idea. And also, what I also think, which I didn't write this down, but I'm saying this right. You see how they used to have matches way back in the day, and then TNA was the last company that I've known to do it like that, where you have like you have 3 rounds, and let's just say each round is 3 minutes or 5 minutes or whatever it is, and then basically it's a round system. Now, they don't have anybody announce who won the round. That's the one thing I didn't like about when they did that in wrestling, was they announced at the end of the round who won the round. It's like, you can use your judgment on who you think won, but I think it's just more exciting when you don't know who won. I just think it's more exciting. So if a match is more of a toss-up, more, because you're going to have some matches where it's like, hey, man, he was getting me, I was getting him, right? I think that it's just more interesting when you do it that way. So, I mean, they could bring that back, and in the game, it would be definitely like, so you got the three minute rounds or 3 5-minute rounds, however they want to do it, 3 4-minute rounds, whatever they want to do. But if they did that and made that a mode, that would be beautiful, man. And at the end, the one who won, of course, the 2 rounds, to 1. That would be beautiful, man. Now, if they wanted to make it such thing as a draw or a round that they feel was even, sometime you'll get a draw. If that would be the case, and pretty much the majority of the times you probably wouldn't, but the possibility of a draw, because you beat 1 round, the opponent beat the 2nd round, and then 1 round was a draw, or whichever, it doesn't matter. Bottom line, you guys got 1 round apiece and 1 was a draw. However, but they can do it like that. Now, they can add a twist to that and have a tiebreaker round, right? And if the tiebreaker round ends up in the draw, then they have a sudden death. And if that ends up in the draw, then the match just ends in the draw. Unless they want to just keep going to get a winner. But you understand what I'm saying? Like, these are things that people can do and that can be done. And it's not hard, man. It's not hard. So that's just, you know, some matches that I thought that, you know, different everything. Like I said, from the mini games to the maps to the modes, you know. And this is like, people got to think outside the box, man. So right now, just from this alone, aside from what the game already has, the Owen Hart Foundation is a mode. The classic, Continental Classic, is a mode. The pay-per-view dark match premium show match card is a mode. Season mode, and that's 4 modes right here. The roll the dice gauntlet mode, that's 5. Now that's 5 modes that they can already add to what they already have. You know, the mini games. I think how many did I do? The mini game with the first wrestler to hit their finisher on the other 3 opponents, or however many people are involved. Well, because if it's 1-on-1, it's the first to hit it. But you know, so I think yeah, it's definitely better as a mini game. Like I said, you know. You know that, man. This stuff is, you know, how many do I have with I got the 1 mini game. Then we're talking about that's 1 arena map, 2 arena maps, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's 5 arena maps. Okay, and let's just say 4 stages. I said 3, but let's just say 4 stages of terror, because then that's winner takes all. Winner takes all. You know, so right there we're talking about, and so that's another match type. So I mean, that's a lot, man. That is a lot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Those are 13 different items that I just sat here and covered. Okay, 13. 13 and 5 game modes. Okay, so I mean, this is a lot. This is a lot. And these are just things. This is good. And look, understand something too. One thing I learned: there's a lot of times when people think just like you do, or very similar to the way you think. And you know, these are things that is like would be super easy for them to do. You know, I didn't even mention cage matches and mode, because we as a match type, because we already talked about that. Like, I didn't really go into that because we already know what we want to see. This is just me adding more things to what I already said and what the majority of other people want to see as well, with the match types and things like that. You know, I look at what the game has, the way the game is constructed, and look at, you know what would be super fun, but at the same time, it would be like a lot easier to just, because you're not asking them to like really do something where they're like giving you an entirely new game within the game, but it would just be, hey, all of these different match types and modes. It would be so lovely, man, to have them, and where it's like, think about tournament mode. You already have everything formatted. You have a tournament style format. Once they get in the ring and wrestle, you know, nothing's different. But formatting these different modes, and you know, to give you the screen visual, and then, you know, what the program has to, the computer has to be tweaked to you know, recognize things certain ways. You know, that's all a part of it. But once again, on top of that, man, this is a game. We paid our money for it, and you know, yeah, these are things that we want to see within the game. So there's nothing at all wrong with that. But at the same time, like, these are things, like, all of this, like, see, I don't care about my GM. I really don't care about my GM. I really don't care about. I mean, if they added something where you can have a whole card where it's just all Rampage or all Dynamite or whatever it may be, you know, all Ring of Honor, that's all fine if they decide to do it, and that would be more of a my GM thing. Okay, I don't really care if they do that or not, because we've already had that already. We've like you know, we've played those modes, different game, different wrestlers. So what? It's not like it's something that we haven't had already. So it's no big deal for me. When it comes to challenges and stuff like that, if the challenges are fun, and it's gonna be subjective with different people. If the challenges are fun, okay. But to be honest with you, man, if it's something that, like, once again, I certain challenges is just like, I mean, it's there, but it's just not fun. It's not something I really care about doing. So it's all about the creativity that they can come up with to say, all right, you know what? Let's give them this and that. I prefer the mini games, to be honest with you, versus the challenges being like, see if you can beat Sting without using your finisher, or see if you can beat. I mean, I don't care about that because they look. For example, they already have challenges. This is what people are overlooking, and this is what I'm saying is, they already have that in the game where there's different challenges, whether it's beating the game on easy or hard mode, or beat this wrestler and on this mode, or they already have those. So to construct a mode just to say, okay, we're gonna have cards, and the cards are gonna say one challenge might be, beat this person, beat 3 people simultaneously back to back. It's just, like how they give you on the story mode, where it's like you come out and you have to fight 3 people back to back. It's a gauntlet, not all at the same time, but like stuff like that. That's already here, and that's what I'm saying. When people keep talking and stuff about my GM and all that, all you gotta do is go to the challenges. So for that matter, all they have to do is just add different challenges. And remember, the challenges change on a day-to-day basis, a week-to-week basis. So they already have that in there, and that's why I'm saying people don't understand this, man. You can go to that. This is what they don't get, and that's why I'm saying they don't count the challenges as a mode, but it is a mode. Because if I go look right now and it says beat Nyla Rose in 3 minutes, right, on hard, or beat, that's a challenge. That is a challenge. People don't understand that. So that mode is already there. Yeah, Sting's birthday is the day before mine. His is March 20. Mine is March 21st.
Wow, what an amazing man.
We're icons. Let me show you what I'm saying. And this is what I'm saying, like when people are asking for things, they're asking for something that's already there. And this is why I'm like, man, some of these things you guys are asking for, like, as far as like these little, like, look, you go right here to challenges, okay? Defeat 5 computer opponents on easy difficulty. It's a challenge. Defeat 1 computer opponent in singles match using Ricky Starks. These are all challenges. So these things, this is what I'm like, what do people mean? Somebody made a comment to me, like, I think I was talking about, what mode is it on 2K? Where they give you these cards and stuff, and there's challenges on them. And, I forget the mode. But bottom line is, I'm like, yeah, it's like similar to what they have. Perform a total of 5 weak rear grapples. Okay, perform a total of 5 rope rebound throws. These are all challenges. So I don't know what people be talking about when they say these things. It's like it's like the hatred for the game. Their bitterness is so strong that they don't even pay attention. Defeat a computer opponent by submission 3 times. These are all challenges. So they're already here. This is an actual mode, and people don't seem to understand it. These are modes. So I come here and I see, okay, what are they asking me to do? Okay, now look at this challenge here where it's telling you to, what did I just say? Compete Road to Elite, right? Complete it. Play 4 online ranked matches. You understand? These are all just challenges. Win 2 online ranked matches. Win 3 online ranked matches. Win 10 online ranked matches. These are all. That's daily. Right? Weekly challenges. Okay, defeat 25 computer opponents on difficulty normal. Defeat 10 computer opponents in singles matches using Dr. Bribbach. These are all challenges. So I don't understand none of this stuff. Play 20 online ranked matches. I mean, these are all there. So what exactly are they asking for when they're saying they want to see certain things happen, certain ways, and they're asking for something that's just of a different format, but it's the same thing. It's all the same thing. It is there. Okay, I mean, create 10 custom wrestlers. I mean, those are already done. So if anything, okay, even if they came in here and brushed up on some things or changed some things simply because of the point of something being done online or offline or whatever, bottom line, like all of these different things, play exhibition 100 times, any match type, okay? You look at all of these different things, then you see the check marks where all these things were done, okay? And these are things that wasn't done. Defeat 50 computer opponents in singles matches using Abaddon. I mean, these are all challenges, man. Now, also, what I would like to see them do is give us things to do where we can use this money. As you can see, I have $2,109,623 up there. So, you know, yeah, give us something. And that's another thing where it's like people don't understand. Yeah, there's a lot more that they have planned to do, because there's going to be things that we think of, but there's things that they already know that they're doing. So, you know, you have to be respectful to understand, look, they're going to do what they're doing, man. Okay, unlock 3 hidden wrestlers. Now, the one that I didn't unlock is Big Show. I got Brody, I have Cody, I have the Bucks, Britt Baker, like these are the people up there in the beginning. So, yeah, I still haven't gotten Big Show. Okay, but at the same time, like, yeah, give us something. Like, I can go up here. There's things that I didn't, you know, that's for the things that I didn't buy yet. Stuff like that or whatever, because maybe it's stuff that I'm not going to use. So all these other things are purchased, I think, or did I get everything? But bottom line is, man, all of these things are here. All right, they're here. So they already have challenges in here. And that's why I'm saying, when people say that, I'm like, do you guys know that they have that already up there? And they're like, nah, because, like, you know, you can do this and you got different challenges and stuff. Yeah, so what do you think these are? See, and this is what I mean about the different modes, man. So when people see things and they say, well, they should have gave us blah, blah, blah. Yeah, the challenges is it's another mode. It is a mode in itself. Yes, it is a mode. Okay, so I'm getting ready to bring this video to an end, and I just wanted to get that out, man, because I want them to, like, you know, listen, y'all, how we support each other is not just by hitting the like button, but for me, it's more important to get the word out where people are understanding, because when what's being talked about and like what we're asking for, that's actually extremely doable, where, you know what, we already have this here. We just need to tap into it and format it. So, yeah, I know, same way, I'm going to respond to people that's polite. I'm not going to, you know, in a different way than I would with somebody that's ignorant and rude. And so when you're sitting here making, like, videos complaining about how you hate something, why would they focus on you? Like, if anything, they're going to focus on what's positive. All right. So with that being said, we'll see what type of, you know, you never know. I do my part trying to get things out. I'm a small channel, okay? I'm not one of those 50,000, 60,000 subscribers, okay? They're the ones who make videos and just make rant videos every single day. They're ranting about something, they're unhappy and whatever. So, you know, that's not what I do. I will voice my opinion on things, but the majority of what you hear me doing, I never rant. You know, I just put people in their place for coming with the nonsense and the disrespect. You know what I mean? So, like I said, once you go to be like a little keyboard tough guy and want to type in stupidity, or you want to, you know, give your basically unwanted stupid comments, and they're unwanted and they're stupid because they're unwanted, and you know that they are. There's no reason for somebody to come on your channel telling you, oh, I hate this, I hate that, oh, this game's dead, I don't know why you got, like, okay. take your ignorant ass over to a channel that talks about what you want to hear. I mean, I can't stress that enough. You guys do it to yourselves. You know we like what we're doing over here. We enjoy what we're doing, and you just can't stand it. And it's like, nope, I just have to act like a freaking 5-year-old and just say the first stupid thing that comes to my mind. And then when I started getting told off, then all of a sudden I didn't do anything. Yeah, I know. We're just getting on your case for no reason. You didn't do anything. It's just us. Yeah, we don't care what you don't like. We don't care anything about it. If you felt like you know I used to like this guy, okay, cool. My whole point is, what exactly are you saying? Okay, if I sit here and say, what's 25 times 50, would you sit here and say melted cheese? That's the type of stupid answers you guys give, because it's like, oh, hey, clearly these guys over here love AEW Fight Forever. Clearly. That's common sense alone. Why should I jump in the conversation just to try to challenge what they're saying? Because they like something. So basically, it all comes down to the fact that you like it, and equally as important is if you like it more than you like 2K. That's bottom line. It's like, no, how could you like this? Because we do. That's why. We don't have to explain anything to you, because we do. And a lot of people go back and forth with these guys trying to, no, we don't care about that over here. You like what you like, I like what I like. I'm not a robot, and I don't move. I don't dance to the beat of someone else's drum. Okay, so anyway, this is the type of things that I would like to see a whole lot of other people, have the similar ideas and as well, and that's what it's about. So we'll see how things go. I mean, I'm confident. I know that they have more coming. I don't know exactly how they're going to do it, but how they're going to package everything. But these are definitely things that I know that if they did even close to these type of things, these are all things that I mean, it's like, what can't you do, right? The game would be so stacked and so packed full of things. But again, I didn't mention the cage match in this, in this lineup. But of course, there was a whole lot. I didn't talk about, submission matches and all. I didn't bring all that because we already know the type of matches that we want. And like I said, you can make people submit here. Simple, super simple. Submission match. Super simple. 2 out of 3 falls. Super simple. None of this stuff is hard. None of this stuff is hard. This is all, everything that I didn't say in this video that I've said before, and everything I said right now. This is super easy, man. This is super easy. But we'll see what they will do. Now, in terms of even like the mini game, come on, the first person to hit their finisher on every opponent. Okay, come on, are you kidding me? Now the cruise ship, the Mexican streets, the African jungle, the Thailand, the Thai jungle. I mean, these are all great ideas to me, and I don't know if they're gonna, just saying what their plans are with any of that. But I mean, come on, really think about it. So these are great ideas. And one thing, like I know on their Discord, they said that they like to hear from us because the things that we talk about, whether it's things that they want to see the game do, bug fixes, any of that stuff, it helps them to stay on top too, to know what's happening. And I mean, yeah, you have to look into your own product as well on your own to know what's going on. And I feel like they just don't respond to people based on the negativity. It's like, we're not here to be going back and forth with folks, because people come in the comment section and their comment has absolutely nothing to do with what's being said. So what's going to be is going to be. If I had a way to like post this very thing on their channel where they could see it, this thumbnail, I would love, like, so I mean, listen, the effort is there. And what I'm saying, I don't have a lack of faith in them. What I'm saying is these are the type of things where sometimes a person can see something, it'll spark a whole different train of thought of what they were thinking, or increase it, make them go, wow, you know what? Hell yeah, that's a great idea. I didn't think about that, or whatever. So these type of things can be looked at, and people can understand, like, hey, you know what? Yeah. These are all original ideas. These are things that you're not going to go to any other wrestling game and have this on here. You're not gonna. As a matter of fact, even on 2K, I think it's 22. I think it's on 22. They even have what you call it. I'm trying to remember the movie I was watching, but they even have a map on there. There's a venue where they're like outside. They're in Mexico. They're on some street, whatever, and they see they did it their way, and so they even did it on there. What I'm looking at, what I was talking about. You know how you see like when they like have like the bull running up the road and the people are like jumping up on top of the like the balconies trying to get up behind the walls to not get hit, you know, and you see sometimes like people got caught and got killed by the bull, whatever. And then I was watching this movie where they was doing something like that and the bull got loose, but they were like where they were, man. I mean the setup was it was nice. It was a beautiful setup, and I'm like, wow, like that right there would be something like real cool to do. So, but I mean, yeah, man. I mean, I even had an idea about them doing something where they were like on like a farm type area, and people like locals out watching them, you know, and you see like the animals in the background, stuff like just something different, man. Because like I said, aside from or along with the arenas, the updated arenas that they actually have now, it's like, yeah, man. At some point, you just like, okay, just another arena. We have 20 that we created on our own. You understand what I mean? So yeah, this is why even the most creative of us, we don't make the typical looking, you know, something that we already have. They already have their own arenas, and if I'm going to make my venues look just like the ones that they give us, is it really fun to do that? Is it really like, no? So this is why when you see people play the game and it's like they don't have any created wrestlers, they don't have any created rings. These are people with like no real like vision. They're boring people to me. You know, you do what you do, but they don't have vision. So to them, it's like they're just playing like you're just playing base game style. You're not even taking advantage of you know the modes and the things that they give you now. So how could you sit up here complaining and talking about what you want to see when you yourself don't even, you created no one. You haven't created any arena, you've done nothing. So what are you asking from them? They should give us this and this. You're not even utilizing what they gave you. So that's my take on this, man. And hopefully these type of things get out and people see it. And they'll and hey, I mean shit, man. Why not? Why not? But anyway, that's all I have for you guys now. Be safe, be blessed, play your games, and enjoy your games. I will catch you guys on the next video.